is no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Time again for the Underdog Show, starring that champion of champions, Underdog.
When criminals in this world appear and break the laws that they should fear and frighten all who see or hear, the cry goes up both far and near for Underdog. 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 Speed of lightning, roar of thunder, hiding all who love or plunder. Underdog. Underdog.
The most wicked man in the world was Simon Bar Sinister, and it was Simon's ambition to rule the world. To do this, he tried many terrible schemes, but each time he was stopped by Underdog. One time, he invented
Shrinking water. One squirt of this, and a 6-foot man becomes 6 inches high. Simon says, shrink. Oh, I'll be the biggest man in the world.
But before Simon could shrink everybody in the world, he was stopped by Underdog. Still another time, Simon invented the weather machine.
Simon says, thunder, lightning, rain. Oh, flood the whole world.
But Underdog stopped him. Then Simon invented the fiendish snow gun that turned people into snowmen.
Simon says, go snow.
But even as Simon was taking over the world, Underdog attached...
Go snow, go snow.
But Underdog moved around so fast that Simon got dizzy and... Next, Simon invented the forget-me-net.
Simon says, forget it. What's your name?
Name? But just as he was about to drop a forget-me-net on Washington, D.C.
There's got to be a better way to rule the world. See, look there. Election posters. Vote for Smith. Vote for Jones. Vote for Brown. Vote, vote, vote. That's it. I'll run for dictator. Then when I'm elected, I'll be in complete control.
And so the campaign began. Everywhere, old posters were torn down and new ones were put up.
Beautiful. Simon for dictator. Vote for Simon. He's true blue. He will do a lot for you. All right, Cat. Now we'll make this election campaign a big success by going right to the people. Pardon me, madam. I would like you to vote for me for dictator.
Dictator? I wouldn't vote for you for dog catcher.
Good morning, my good man. I want you to vote for me for dictator.
You? You're Simon Bar Sinister, the wickedest man in the world. Nobody's gonna vote for you. Gee.
Ah, a busy little housewife. Madam, I am Simon Bar Sinister, and I'm running for dictator. Would you vote for me?
It's no use, boss. Nobody's going to vote for you.
Not quite. I know 2 people who are going to vote for me. You are, and I am.
Yeah, but you can't win with only 2 votes.
I can if they're the only 2 votes cast. All we have to do is fix it so that nobody else votes. Yes. Come, I have a plan.
What is Simon's plan? Can he really stop people from voting? There's plenty of excitement ahead in our next episode.
One morning, just before visiting hours, Tennessee Tuxedo and his friend Chumley left the zoo in their customary casual fashion. It was Tennessee's idea that if they dressed like weathermen, they could get jobs as weathermen, and so prove that they were as smart as human beings. Sure enough, when they were interviewed at the Weather Bureau...
Are you sure you've had experience as weathermen?
Of course we're experienced. Don't we look like weathermen?
Okay, go ahead. Funny thing, what they really looked like was a penguin and a walrus.
Now, this is the life, Chumley. A real job. Working hard, just like people.
Yeah, Tennessee. But I wonder when we get our coffee break.
No.
You said it was going to rain week before last, and it didn't. You said it was going to rain last week, and it didn't. You said it was going to rain this week, and it didn't.
My cauliflower crop is drying up. Now I want rain. Now either you make it rain or I'll be back with this.
You know, when you taught me into this job, I didn't know it was going to be so hard on my eardrums.
I see. You say you think the weather business is too noisy and you want to go back to the zoo.
A good idea.
No, Chumley, we're going through with this job. And here's your first assignment. Hop out and make it rain.
Okay.
Just like I've been saying all along. Nothing to these jobs. Earthquake! Run for your lives! It's Chumley! Chumley, give me that.
Whoops. Gee, Tennessee, I'm terribly, awfully sorry. Did it hurt?
You want to know if it hurt? Of course not, Chumley. I always wear this little knot on my head. Now, just what are you doing?
Well, it took a little while, but I finally went to the library and found the rainmaking book.
I see. So you're making it rain like it says in the book. Let me see that. Oh, no, Chumley. This is an Indian history book. It says some Indians believed they could make it rain by beating drums and dancing.
Yeah. Well, I'm part Indian, you know.
I see. You say you're related to the Indians, eh? Well, just what kind of an Indian are you?
See? I'm a Blackfoot.
A Blackfoot? Of course. That's hysterical, Chumley. Now, let's see if you can keep joking like that when the farmer comes back with his shotgun. He wants rain or else.
Well, if I can't drum up any rain this way, how do I make it rain?
How do you make it rain? Well, it's easy. You just take a little, you pick out a big, you mix up some,
Hey, Tennessee, maybe it's time we went to see the man with all the answers.
Yes, Chumley, Mr. Whoopi. And we'd better see him fast.
So soon our heroes were in the office of their friend and advisor, Phineas J. Whoopi, the man with all the answers.
That's it, Mr. Whoopi. We've got to make it rain. Team power.
Well, that sounds like a college cheer. Rain, eh? Well, that's a job that can't be watered down. Sounds like we'll have to use the three-dimensional blackboard.
Gee, that's cool.
Or, to be more precise, my boy, we're getting warm. Now, where did I put it? Perhaps in the closet. Ah, yes. Let's see. Whoopee! The fabulous, fantastic, flashy, flexible, and infallible 3D BB. There, now, what was it you,
Rain.
Oh, yes, indeed. Rain. Well, rain comes from the clouds. Every cloud is made of millions and millions of tiny droplets of water. Like this. So light they stay up in the sky and float around in the form of clouds. You see?
Yes, of course. Only how do they get down?
Yes. Well, yeah, get down. Well, as the cloud floats around, the droplets bump into each other and join together until pretty soon they're too big and heavy to stay up in the sky. And then, whoopee! It rains.
Fine. Great. Terrific. But how can we make it rain?
Well, yeah, one way is to fly over a cloud and sprinkle thousands of little tiny pieces of dry ice on it.
Dry ice? Hey, Tennessee.
Chumley wants to know how to dry ice.
Dry ice? Oh, no. That's just a special kind of ice, like ice cream men use to keep their ice cream cold in their trucks. When you sprinkle it on the clouds, it's called seeding, because each little seed of ice helps make the droplets grow bigger. Of course, it doesn't work every time, but
that's good enough. Let's go. Stop. Take off.
And soon our heroes, together with Phineas J. Whoopi, were winging their way through the sky.
Okay, we're over the clouds. Chumley, take this box of dry ice chips and sprinkle them on the clouds.
That's a cool job.
I see, so you think it sounds like an ice idea. Wonderful, Chumley. Now step on it. No, Chumley, no. Don't step on the cloud, you clod.
Chumley! Gee, what a big first step. What happened?
What happened? You tried to walk on a cloud. That's what happened. You can't do that. Not you, Chumley, a walrus.
Perhaps I got a little too enthusiastic.
I know you got carried away.
But in spite of everything, I carried out my mission.
You did drop the ice on the cloud. That's great, Chumley, great. Maybe it will rain. We did it. We made it rain, rain, rain. And look, we're coming down right at the weather office. My friend, we'll be heroes.
Perhaps so. But would you kindly inform me what that noise is?
That noise? That, Chumley, is our public, followers, autograph hunters.
There they are. They're the ones who made it rain.
Ruined my new hairdo.
Ruined my fishing.
Ruined my golf game.
It sounds to me like they want our scalps more than our signatures.
You say they don't sound like autograph hunters. More like headhunters. Very funny, Chumley.
Look at that. The big one. He looks just like a walrus.
And the other one. Good grief, he's a penguin.
They're not supposed to be weathermen.
Let's roll them out of town.
Uh-oh. I wonder what we ought to do now.
Let's do it.
You're right, Chumley. Let's get back to the zoo. Go, run, fly. Well, we failed again. Messed up. Goof.
We did not goof entirely. Do not overlook the fact that we have learned something.
You say we learned something. What?
I have wrote a poem. Rain, rain, go away. That is what some people say. Other people want it teeming. When it is not, they really get screaming. But one thing we have learned that's true. The weather business isn't easy if you are a penguin or a walrus. And be it ever so humdrum, there's no place like home.
You know, Chumley, sometimes you're just too deep.
Khyber Pass. Did I ever tell you about the time I escaped from 10,000 screaming tribesmen at that very spot?
No, but
I was leading a small detachment of men up through the mountains in search of the rebel chieftain Alibi. When... Ambush! Quickly, we sought shelter among the rocks, and for a while kept them at bay with our cannon. But a lucky shot put ours out of commission. And soon I was the only one left. Cannon to the right of me, cannon to the left of me, cannon in front of me. It was 100 miles fires from my regiment. Then my ammunition gave out. And at that very moment, the 10,000 screaming tribesmen stormed into the pass.
What did you do?
Summoning my superhuman strength, I picked up the disabled cannon and using it like a rifle fired point blank into the advancing enemy.
Did it stop them?
Never found out, don't you know? The recoil from that mighty cannon acted like a rocket, and I shot over the mountains and dropped right in on the barracks. Just in time for tea.
How refreshing.
Quite.
Simon Bar Sinister had decided to get elected dictator, but quickly found that no one would vote for him.
Who cares? I'll fix it so no one will vote but you and me. And then I'll win by 2 votes.
How are you going to make sure no one else votes, boss?
With one of my diabolical machines. We'll test them on you. There's our voting booth. All you have to do is go in and pull the lever and... You voted. Now I'll shoot you with one of my diabolical machines and see if you can vote. Simon says, sneeze. Curses, it failed. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Now, Cad, Simon says, cry. Another failure. Well, back to the old drawing board. All right, Simon says relax. Not again. Won't anything stop you from voting? Let me see. This should do it. Simon says, stand on your head. He'll never vote that way. He can't even reach the lever. Ouch! Ouch! How am I going to stop people from voting?
Hey, boss.
There must be some way.
Hey, boss.
Meanwhile, things were going on in other parts of the world.
The Leaning Tower! He's going to crash! Get Underdog!
And far away on the other side of the world, Underdog's amazing hearing had already picked up the cry for help.
When towers are falling, I am not slow, so it's hip, 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 and away I go! There's no need to fear, Underdog is here!
Underdog, you've got to come right away.
At the moment, sweet Polly, I'm righting this tower. It may fall again without my power.
But Simon Bar Sinister is trying to get elected dictator.
Let Simon rave and let him gloat, but he won't get a single vote.
But what if he invents one of his diabolical machines?
And that's exactly what Simon had finally done.
Here it is, my greatest invention, the Tickle-Feather Machine. Simon says, laugh. Well, aren't you going to vote?
Yeah, what for? I'm happy. I'm having too much fun to vote.
It works! It works! I'll get everybody laughing so hard they won't want to vote. Then Cat and I will vote for me, and I'll be elected dictator.
Will the Tickle-Feather Machine work on everyone? Will Simon be elected dictator? There's a thrilling time ahead in our next exciting episode.